You know, I look at this roster and I kind of laugh a little bit, but the San Antonio Spurs has got a whole lot younger. I'm sorry, Tim Duncan, but it was time for Tim to go. It was time for Tim Duncan to go. I mean, uh, you know, you're really looking at Paul Gasol and LaMarcus Aldridge. That is going to be an absolute nightmare with the Spurs at number 3. Um, Danny Green, Manu Ginobili will both be great shooting guards. I think Kawhi Leonard's an MVP candidate this year. I would not put that past him. Tony Parker, see how many more years he got left in the tank. I know it's getting kind of slim, but Patty Mills had such a crazy summer. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them if they just don't start Patty. But they still have 2 great guards, 2 great shooting guards. Kyle Anderson can really play. You can have 2 great small forwards, 2 great power forwards, and then they have a lot of play. They have a lot of good 7-footers that will come off, and they'll really play. I think it's going to be extremely exciting for me to watch the Spurs this year with all these are great players. I mean, there's possibly 3 Hall of Famers on this team right now. Obviously, there's only 1 All-Star, which is then Kawhi Leonard. But outside of that, I mean, this is going to be a dangerous team. I mean, possibly 4 Hall of Famers. I mean, if you can get Manu, Tony, Kawhi, and Powell, you never know. LaMarcus Aldridge, they just have so many weapons, it just doesn't make any sense. And that's the reason why they're my number 3. I don't think that they'll get past Golden State. I think there's a chance, but this would be such a fun team to watch. I just can't wait to watch it.
Yeah. Tryna live with you and your friends. Oh.
Okay. Number 2 of the 2016-2017 team will be the Golden State Warriors. I know a lot of people want to hate me for this because they think, oh, they're number 1. They were the best team last year. They got Kevin Durant. They should be number 0. But I think that a lot of people are forgetting they lost. Now look at what they lost. They lost a great veteran in Maurice Spates. They lost Andrew Bogut. They lost Harrison Barnes. Now they're like, well, they were just role players. Always get other role players. They still have Sean Livingston, and they picked up Zaza Pachulia, and they got Ian Clark and those guys back, and Barry Young. They also picked up David West and JaVale McGee. So like Bogut, what was he to that team? Well, I feel like they actually stayed the same, possibly even got worse. Durant will be a great player for the Golden State Warriors, but how much of effectiveness can you actually use him by? As you look at the other teams, they use their star players to their max potential. Kevin Durant can be used to his max potential, but will Klay Thompson be more than just a shooter next year? I don't know. I would rather have Kevin Durant shooting than Klay Thompson, and that's no disrespect because Klay Thompson is probably the 2nd best shooting guard in the NBA right now. But it's how much are you willing to give and take. Steph Curry, I don't know if Steph will be able to shoot those crazy threes from half court, knowing that he has Kevin Durant to pass to. I don't know. I think that was a great move by Kevin Durant. I think he's thinking, how many chances do you have to play on the greatest team ever and fit with this team? I think 90% of superstars would have done this besides probably Jordan and Kobe. But I feel like at the end of the day, this would be a great team. I think another great team. I think the reason why they're number 2 on this list is because I think they're going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time, and Durant will have to be on the floor. Durant can't take any games off because they need as much play time together as possible for them to be a number 1 seed in the entire NBA, not in the West, but the entire NBA. Because I think that home court advantage against Cleveland in the finals next year, yes, Cleveland and Golden State will be in the finals again. They'll need that. So at the end of the day, That's what they need to be paying attention to.
Photo shoot fresh, looking like wealth. I'm about to call a paparazzi on myself.
The reigning MVP, the reigning champs of the NBA. This team consists of a young, talented superstar point guard, Kyrie Irving, from Orange, New Jersey. Also, they have another kid from Newark, New Jersey, and J.R. Smith. That is a lethal weapon. They have tons and tons and tons of options off the bench. You have Kevin Love, that is absolutely big time. Then you have this man from Akron, Ohio, about 45 minutes away from Cleveland. Then you ask, can they possibly beat the Golden State Warriors? I think they have a great chance. I wouldn't put it past them. I think LeBron and KD will have the matchup of the year. I think Kyrie and Steph will have a matchup of the year. I think JR and Clay will have the matchup of the year. I think Kevin Love and Draymond will have the matchup of the year. I think this year's final will just be something crazy, like something that we have never and will never see it again. I think this is a perfect year for it to be like back in old times when everyone knew it was the Lakers and Celtics. It was going to be when Jordan played. It was going to be the Bulls and the Utah Jazz with Stockton. Everybody knows from summer what the NBA Finals is going to be, and it's going to be this year. And I think that the Cavs have a better chance of winning this year than they even did last year. But that's just my guess. A lot of stuff happens throughout the season. I know Timothy Mozgov was a guy that played 40 minutes in the finals each game in 2015, but played 4 in 2016. But that was still a big hit because you don't have that huge 7-foot body. I'm looking through the roster. I see Shannon Fry. Chris Anderson is back. Apart from that, I don't see that much size. I know a lot of people want to talk about Golden State not having size, but they have David West, they have JaVale McGee, they have Zaza. But I'm looking at this Cleveland roster, I don't see not one 7-footer. And the guy that is close to 7 foot is Shannon Fry. That stands out by the 3-point line and shoots all day. I think it's going to be a very fun, fair finals. I think it's going to, they talk about, well, Cleveland can push it, and no. They can't just bulldoze because they don't have anybody to bulldoze with other than LeBron. So, they play good team defense, and it's all up in the air. I think it's going to be who makes more shots at the end of the day, who makes more crazy plays like this year. Because at the end of the day, that finals was really determined by the last 48 seconds from the defense, from Kevin Love, from the block to the shot of Kyrie, and that was the finals. That's what's probably going to come down to this year in the Game 7 at Golden State, most likely, if they can ever get, because I know LeBron is the type of guy that takes care of his body throughout the season and does not want to go to work. So it's going to be the same thing as last year. It's going to be very exciting. Can't wait till Game 7 next year in Golden State versus Cleveland. You already called. I'm already the one that called it. You didn't call it. I know you have. Don't lie. This was the next 7 teams of the NBA.